Hello everyone, welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, and this video will be previewing day one of the Craven meeting at Newmarket for tomorrow's horse racing action. If you've never really seen these kind of previews before, every time there's a bit of a mini meeting going on, a mini festival or any other festival, I always do in-depth previews where I give a selection for all of those races. This week is the Craven meeting at Newmarket, 3 days of Guineas trials really, and lots of good quality action over the next couple of days where we might see some interesting newcomers on show too, and I'll give you a selection for each one of those races. Now the first race starts at 1:15 tomorrow, and quite a tricky contest for this novice race, but the one that stood out to me was Stagehead for Ryan Moore and Charlie Hills. Now this horse is 3-1 in the betting at the moment, in the same colours of the Judmont partnership, which is the same colours as Enable. This horse finished second on debut behind a really good horse of John Gosden's, who was coming in off a good run previous to that at Newmarket. So that's probably the best bit of form on offer. Ryan Moore as well, one of the world's greatest jockeys, very eye-catching jockey booking. Also as well, Charlie Hills' stable started the year quite well. And I think with this horse having some classy connections in its pedigree, I think it could be the most likely winner of the race tomorrow, and he would probably just be my marginal preference. We then go to a very competitive handicap in the 150, but I thought Normandy Barriere, who's currently 16-1, could be a good each way bet for tomorrow. Trained by Nigel Tinkler, and William Buick is booked for the ride. William Buick's got a good record on this horse, 3 wins from 7 starts on him. Now this horse tends to go well quite fresh, and back in 2017 he actually finished second in this race. Off a mark of 96, he could be one of the horses that have got maybe a bit more of a class angle in the race. He's often very consistent of running up to that level, and I think he's got a very good chance. Also as well, before that he'd won on his first start of the season a couple of times earlier on in his career, and I just think if Nigel Tinkler has got him ready, which he should do, he's a very capable trainer, Nigel Tinkler, I think Normandy Barriere could go very close tomorrow and make the frame, and there's a good each way bet. We then go to the 225 with a horse called Arctic Sound, 6-1 with bookmakers at the moment, trained by Mark Johnston, who always starts the flat turf season really well. James Doyle as well is an interesting jockey booking, had a very good season last year. Also as well, this horse had a fantastic year as a 2-year-old, 4 wins from 6 career starts, including a Group 3 on his latest start at Newmarket, so that's a good bit of form, and I think if he's in the same mood tomorrow, I think he's going to go very close, and at the 6-1, that's a cracking each way bet I think for the race, and he's sure to place, and he's going to be my selection there. Then we go on to the 3 o'clock, and I'm going to go with a horse here called Kick On, trained by John Gosden. Oisin Murphy, the retained rider for the Qatari partnership group, is booked. This horse finished 5th in the finished 6th in the Virtune Futurity Stakes at Doncaster, which used to be the Racing Post Trophy for 2-year-olds. The form has been boosted somewhat with Great Scott, who finished 5th in that race, running a good race in the Greenham to finish 2nd at Newbury on Saturday. Also as well, he's going to be reopposing Western Australia, who maybe blew his chance at Dundalk in a race about a month ago, but I think Kick On has quite a nice looking profile going forward. John Gosden's got a good record in the race as well, and I thought 10-3 at the prices, he would probably be where my money would be going for the 3 o'clock. We then go to the 3:35 for the main race of the day, the Now Gwen Stakes, and I thought Main Edition could go well tomorrow. Ryan Moore booked for Mark Johnston. We already spoke about how good both are. This horse finished 3rd on a Grade 2 on his last start behind Dandu, who actually won at Newbury at the weekend in a Group 3, so the form has worked out quite there, and I think Main Edition, who goes well fresh, did well last season, could take another step forward and run really well tomorrow, and could be the one they've all got to beat. So that's going to be my selection there. We then go to the 4:10 for a very hard race to work out, but I think you're going to have to go with the odds on favourite here. It's not a betting race. Chasing Dreams, 2-5 odds on the bookmakers at the moment. Part of the Godolphin group with Charlie Appleby trained, William Buick booked for the ride. Cost 750,000 guineas as a yearling. It's got some classy relatives in its pedigree, related to Mrs. Gallagher, who's a good sprinter for connections there, was a listed winner over in Ireland last year, and I think this horse, if it turns up like its reputation, it should take all the beating. We then go to the 4:45, where again this looked really hard, but Alandalos is going to be our selection. 7-4, he is the favourite, trained by Charlie Hills, again part of the Godolphin team, finished 4th on its debut at Lingfield, which is probably the best bit of form. Jim Crowley as well, who's Godolphin, one of the Godolphin main men, has had the pick of the rides here. He's gone for this horse, and you've got to think that he knows what he's doing. Former champion jockey. And yeah, I know it's not a really convincing argument, but I wouldn't be having a bet in this race. But he would be my selection for the race. We then go for the last race, a very small competitive handicap. I thought Marhaban, making his handicap debut tomorrow, could go well for a mark of 88, 6-4 bookmakers at the moment. Again, another Godolphin runner. They're probably going to have quite a good day tomorrow. William Buick booked for the ride. Charlie Appleby, again, the trainer. Won last time out on the all-weather, and the form was franked from that last time out win, as the second place horse went in again at Lingfield, I believe, a couple of weeks ago. So off a mark of 88, he could be quite dangerous, and he could be one maybe that could maybe come through the handicap ranks this year, and maybe, who knows, turn into a group horse. But I think he's definitely the one they've all got to beat, and is probably the most interesting newcomer. And also as well, we'll have the race fitness as well coming into this. Some of these probably will need the run. So that's the tips for day one of the Craven meeting at Newmarket. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for more tips and videos here on my YouTube channel here at LuckyLoads15. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. My handle is at LuckyLoads15, and that's all I've got to say. So please gamble responsibly. Hopefully we can have some winners tomorrow, and we'll be seeing you soon.